In this video, we will be covering the topic called what is conditional rendering. And yeah, this is the sixth episode of a React series, and this is a proper continuation of our fifth episode, which is what is props in React. If you guys didn't understand what is props, please let go and watch the fifth episode and then enter into this one so that you can understand the variable concept of the conditional rendering. So yeah, let's get started. So what is conditional rendering? The word conditional rendering says the meaning, which is we are going to render something based on a condition. So what is render then? Render is something, the output which is going to bring in the UI or in your web page is called rendering. You're going to render some component to your web page. So the process of this is called rendering. And conditional rendering is with some conditions you're going to render something, right? So that is called a conditional rendering. So this is a very easy concept, and this won't show much difference in your web page, but it will be used for people who's gonna backend your work. And let's get started. So this is our previous episodes web page which we built, and so we will be continuing from here. So now let me give an attribute over here. Example, in last course, I'll just mention something called show is equal to curly braces true. So you can see there is no much difference over the web page. So I have just included show is equal to curly braces true over here. So now I'm just going to the course.jsx. Here I'm gonna remove this written over here. So you can see there is nothing returning in our web page. There is no rendering happening over here. So now I'm going to give a condition if props dot show, then return. So what I'm mentioning over here is if props dot show, which says that in our course, if anything is assigned true for the show, then we have to return these HTML tags. So you can see over here, we have given show is equal to true for the last component, which is like React course over here, right? So only for those component, you can see it's been rendered over in our web page. So now I'll just copy this and then I'll just paste over here. Now you can check our CSS course is also been visible in our web page. So basically, we are just telling to our React that show equal to true, which means if the variable show equal to true is assigned, then you just render these HTML tags in our web page. If not, then don't do it. So in case we should write some else case for this, right? If show is equal to false, then we can write some other HTML components over here, right? So what I'm doing, I'm just copying this return function over here, and then I'm just using an else part, which says that some same concepts are copy pasted. So here you can see all the things have been pasted over here. But my aim is if show is equal to false, which is then I have to return something, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove all this and even this, saying that course not available. So now you can see here in our app.jsx, we have given show equal to true and show equal to true for CSS and React. So remaining we didn't give anything, but React understands show is equal to false for those things. So now if you go and check, only CSS and React is been rendered, and for the other things it gave the else part over here, which is course not available. So this is called conditional rendering. We are rendering based on some conditions over here. So even if we change this true to false, you can see CSS course is also not rendered over here. So we no need to enter false for all the cases. It's better you can leave it blank, and you can just mention true for the cases which you want to render. So this is called conditional rendering. So now let's see what is prop types over here. So prop types is nothing but we are gonna mention that what data types should our props should have over there. Example, we have title over here, right? So title should be basically in string. So we are gonna mention those rules over there. I mean conditions. And price should be number, right? So that price can be calculated. So we have to mention price should be number data type. It should not be in a string or any other things, right? So mentioning these things are called prop types. So now let's see how we can handle these data types over here. So let me write the component name over here, which is course dot. We have a variable called prop type equal to. So we have to import something over here in the top, which is import prop type. Oh, sorry, it's prop type. So import prop type from, we have a package called prop-types. So from package called props-types, we are importing through a variable called prop type, and we are using those variable over here. So now I'm going to mention over here is title we have, right? So title should be in string. So prop type dot string. So now you can see in our inspect video, I mean in our console log, you can see there is no any errors over here. But now in our app.jsx, instead of title, let me consider this HTML course. I'll just remove this and I'll just enter a number over here saying that 100. So now you can see there is no any difference, which is number is being displayed over here in our course component. But in our console page, you can check we have an errors saying that failed to reload app.jsx from source folder. This could be due to client 882 syntax error something, because we have given a condition that our title should be in a form of string, but we have mentioned it in a number. So this is an error which is we are handling over here, and this won't be displayed in our web page, but it will be displayed in our backend purposes. This is called conditional rendering and prop types in React. So where will these be very useful in the sense? Let's consider you are building a login page. So when the user authenticates properly, then you have to log in into the website. Else you have to show this forgot password or else like reset password or incorrect password. Those HTML tags are like need to be visible, right? So in those cases, you can use this conditional rendering and this show variable and all those things. And this is mostly useful for backend people to interact with the front end and make the projects understand. And that's it guys of this conditional rendering in this episode 6, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.